Today, we will explore a powerful technique that helps you challenge the spiral of worry and return to reality with a clearer, calmer mind. Worry can quickly grow out of control, especially when left unexamined. What begins as a small concern can become a full disaster movie in your mind. The decatastrophizing technique helps you slow down and question whether your fears really deserve all the power they are getting. It is not about silencing your fears, it is about putting them back into proportion. Find a quiet and comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Prepare a notebook or a piece of paper and a pen. Writing gives vague fears shape, making them visible and manageable. Sit comfortably with your back straight. Close your eyes. Inhale slowly and gently through your nose. Hold for a moment. Slowly exhale through your mouth, releasing any tension. Take a few more deep breaths. Allow your body and mind to settle into this moment. Let's begin by naming the fear. Think about a situation that has been weighing on you lately. Perhaps it is something at work or in your relationships. Maybe it is a decision you need to make. It could be an upcoming event that makes you anxious. Choose one situation that has been creating worry in your mind. Allow it to come into focus. Now gently open your eyes. Write down briefly what situation you are working with today. Just a sentence or two to name it. You can start writing. Press pause if you need more time. Close your eyes again. Now let's explore the worst-case scenario. Ask yourself, what am I most afraid will happen? Let your imagination paint the picture, no matter how dramatic it seems. What is the absolute worst outcome you can imagine? Allow this scenario to become clear in your mind. See the details. Notice what happens in this imagined future. This might feel uncomfortable. That is okay. The goal is to understand your fear, not to dwell in it. If it feels too intense, Give yourself permission to pause and breathe. Now open your eyes. Write down the worst-case scenario. Describe it in detail. You can start writing. Press pause if you need more time. Close your eyes once more. Let's gently question this worst-case scenario. Ask yourself, how likely is this to actually happen? Consider the evidence. Is this outcome probable, or is it an extreme possibility? Now ask, has something like this happened before? Think about your past experiences. What actually happened in similar situations? Finally ask, if this did happen, what would I actually do? You are more resourceful than fear gives you credit for. You have faced difficult things before. You have found ways to cope. Notice if your fear is already beginning to soften. Now open your eyes. Write down your answers to these questions. Be honest, but also be fair to yourself. You can start writing. Press pause if you need more time. Close your eyes again. Now let's identify your coping plan. If the worst did happen, how would you handle it? Think practically. What support could you lean on? Consider the people in your life who could help. Think about skills you have used in difficult times before. What resources are available to you? You do not need to have all the answers right now. You only need to remind yourself that you would find a way to cope. You have done it before, and you can do it again. Now open your eyes. Write down your coping plan. List the support, skills, and resources you could use. You can start writing. Press pause if you need more time. Close your eyes once more. Now let's shift to the opposite end of the spectrum. Imagine the best-case scenario. What is the most rewarding, uplifting, or meaningful outcome that could unfold? Even if it feels unrealistic, allow yourself to picture it. See this positive future clearly in your mind. What does success look like? What does relief feel like? Allow yourself to experience this possibility, even for a moment. This opens up space in your mind. It is a reminder that not all unknowns lead to disaster. Good outcomes are also possible. Now open your eyes. Write down the best-case scenario. Let yourself dream a little. You can start writing. Press pause if you need more time. Close your eyes again. Now, let's find the middle ground. Ask yourself, what is the most likely outcome? Based on your past experiences and what you know now, how is this situation most likely to play out? Not as bad as we fear, not as perfect as we wish. Most situations land somewhere in the middle. Consider the realistic factors. What do you actually know about this situation? What has happened in similar circumstances before? Let this realistic picture form in your mind. This is where reality usually lives, somewhere between the extremes. Now open your eyes. Write down the most realistic outcome. Be balanced and honest. You can start writing. Press pause if you need more time. Close your eyes once more. Let's take a moment to reflect. You have now explored 3 possibilities: the worst, the best, and the most likely. How does the realistic scenario feel now that you have looked at all sides? Notice if your perspective has shifted. The worst case probably feels less overwhelming now. The realistic outcome is probably more manageable than your fear suggested. Think about one helpful action you could take today, based on this new perspective. It could be something small: sending a message, asking a question, setting a boundary. Even a small step forward can help you feel more grounded and in control. Now open your eyes. Write down one action you can take today. Keep it simple and realistic. You can start writing. Press pause if you need more time. Take a moment to read back what you have written. Notice the journey from fear to clarity. You named your worry. You questioned it. You explored different possibilities. And you found a realistic view and a practical step forward. This is the power of decatastrophizing. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Inhale calm and clarity. Exhale any remaining tension. Feel a sense of relief as you let go of the catastrophic story. You are capable of handling life, even its unexpected challenges. Reality is often far more manageable than the story fear tries to tell. Begin to transition back to the present moment. Notice the physical sensations of the chair or floor beneath you. Hear the ambient sounds in your environment. Slowly open your eyes. Take a moment to reconnect with your surroundings. Stretch if you need to. Remember, decatastrophizing does not silence worry forever. but it puts fear back into proportion. The more you practice this technique, the easier it becomes to question your fears before they take over. Be patient with yourself. This is a skill you are building over time. Thank you for taking this time for yourself today. May you continue to meet your worries with clarity and calm. May you always remember that you have the strength to handle whatever comes.